to kick off the month of May, I went to go see The Sheep Detectives in the cinema. And I really want to talk about it. So let's go. Hello everybody, my name is Level 5, and of course welcome to the Level 5 channel where we talk all things movies, TV shows, video games and comic books. And today I want to talk about The Sheep Detectives. It's one of my out of cinema non-spoiler reviews. I actually saw it last night, but you guys are seeing this throughout the week. So of course do hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of these type of videos as the year goes on. So yeah, I went to go see The Sheep Detectives. So basically, it's been a kind of a rough couple of weeks. It's been a bit hectic in the house. So me and the missus decided to have a bit of a date day. Logan was at his mother's house anywho, so we decided to go to the cinema and watch The Sheep Detectives. And honestly, this movie is really good. I really enjoyed this movie. This movie is literally it kind of covers like three major arcs of like story tropes. We have a comedy, we have talking animals, and then we have a whodunit scenario. And it's done really, really well. The CGI isn't actually too shabby, to be honest, for a comedy movie. It's pretty good, and more or less. The sheep look great in 90% of the... I think there's one or two shots where it's just like, you're looking a bit too out of focus there, love. But it's fine. Like, you really have to pay attention to notice it. More or less, the sheep look great. They actually do look like they're talking as well, which is quite funny because there's sometimes when they go from talking to, and it's just quite amusing. The one thing I like about this movie is how bright it is. Even in the shots at night time and the dark and gloomy shots, it's still really bright and beautiful looking. It's very kid-friendly, and obviously this is a kids' comedy movie, but it is really bright. It's really stunning. In that aspect, and like the color hue and stuff. It's really good. The actual movie itself, plot-wise, honestly, it actually holds really well. It's funny in a lot of cases. I keep quoting one particular scene in the first half an hour. I keep quoting it because I just found it really stupidly funny. None of the jokes are, too heinous, or, none of the jokes are rude or anything. It's just pure humor. It's sheep's humor. It's the missus as well, so, I get to I get to joke about that too. The characters are really good. Most of them are sheep, because this is about talking sheep here. But, the human characters are very one-note sometimes. Like, one character is just this particular character trait. This character is also this particular character trait, but it's fine. You're not really there for the humans anyway. There's only, realistically one human who has like a major character arc, and honestly, really good scene at the end. But that's about it. The sheep themselves are very different. They are very dynamic. There's a dynamicness to their group of characters. Lots of different really good voice actors too. Reading through the credits as like the credits rolled, I noticed a lot of the names like, oh my god, of course, yes, I know these people, I know of these people. Yeah, honestly, really good cast. Obviously Hugh Jackman plays our main shepherd guy, and he did a good job as per usual. He kicks ass in 99% of his roles. I haven't really seen a role of his that I didn't like. So yeah, he's just a gentle giant in this movie. Not an actual giant, he's just a gentle character in this, and it's really sweet. The characters all work really well, they gel well together, and I think the sheep were actually really cool characters, personally. Like I said, the comedy works. There isn't a lot of slack humor or anything. There's no slapstick humor. There's not any like major like on the nose adult humor either. It's just fun, stupid like comedy, but it works because it's talking sheep trying to be detectives. So like, if you don't like the humor in it, why are you watching this film, sort of thing? Like, that's kind of like what I got off it. It's just like, duh. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it works really, really well. I really enjoyed the humor in this. I laughed a lot. honestly, I liked the dramatic flair to the movie. There's some moments that try to be sad, and there's some moments that try to be hectic and dramatic, and it works really well. Even though it's a comedy, it still pulled off other emotions other than humor, other than laughter. There's a really good emotional moment, and about 2/3 in, just before you get to like the final like act type thing, and honestly, I was like, like, oh no, sort of like emotion, like it actually got me like a bit teary eyed. I was like, oh my god, like I'm getting sad over CGI sheep. What the fuck? The plot. Oh my god, I have to tell you guys this. There is a plot twist in this movie. Obviously, it is a whodunit scenario, so they're not going to really reveal who did it until the end. But I didn't actually call it. I'm very good at pinpointing plot twists, and it's actually one of the reasons why, like, a lot of the people I watch movies with don't like watching movies with me, because I'll put a plot twist, and I'm right a lot of the time. So, the Sheep Detective, honestly, yep, it got right under my nose. I did not notice it at all, and I was generally surprised about who did it, and I was very happy with who did it too. It was that good of a surprise. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was very happy with who did it. And yeah, because I was playing surprise, it made the third act just a bit more excitable. Like, it kind of brought more excitement to it. It made it a bit more entertaining, I guess. Overall, this movie is a fun time. This movie is great for the family. I definitely want to rewatch it, Logan. I think, any kid that likes animals, talking animals, will really like this. There's lore building here in this movie, which I have to bring up. They have built, like, their own, like, culture around the sheep. The sheep have their own thoughts on life, because, obviously, they are sheep. They don't work like humans do. And I think it's really well done how they got to these like notions of life and how they think the world works, and it's really actually kind of clever on kind of like a story building, world building aspect on how the sheep think the world works, and it's absolutely great. Some of them was actually really kind of like good storytelling, good world building, and I really appreciate that. As a story writer myself, I really do appreciate that when you get to see a normal human world from the aspect of a talking animal, like an animal itself. And then we also learn that they see the world differently, and to them, the world works differently. And that's really cool. Trying to see if I've got a favourite sheep. I'd say the best name in the movie is Pickles. Or Wool Eyes. Wool Eyes is a good character. But no, I'm gonna have to say, Lily might be the best. But yeah, definitely, absolutely, if you're into talking animal movies and you're into comedies and you don't mind whodunits, definitely check out The Sheep Detectives. Really good fun film. It is funny. It's not slapstick humor. It's not dumb humor. It's just humorous in general, and it's good. It's a good storyline. The plot is progressive. It's not on the nose too much, and it's definitely like a case of, from point A to point Z, that actually makes sense on how they get to all these marks and how each, like, mystery is solved and things like this. Sure, near the third act, there's one particular scene that's a bit like, really? Really, you're doing that, really? But it's still good. There's not too many of those, like, really? That's a bit outlandish sort of thing. There's not many of that, so it works. It's fine. You can let it slide. Overall, I definitely really enjoyed this film. I definitely want to get on Blu-ray and watch it at Logan when I can. Do let me know if you guys have seen The Sheep Detectives. I think it's a really fun film. And like I said, I was generally surprised about actually who did it. I was generally shocked, and I was very happy, and it brought more entertainment to the movie that I didn't actually, kind of clock on, which is great. With that being said, though, of course, do let me know what other movies you guys have seen this year, and what movies you guys are excited to see. Hit that like button, subscribe button, and notification bell if you guys haven't already. Don't forget to follow with passion. I do love you all, and I shall see you guys in the next one.